Welcome to this series of Wegon Explore, where we are tackling one of the world's most remote and challenging four-wheel drive tracks, the Canning Stock Route. Kick off this journey with fellow explorers as we set out to complete the challenging route stretching over 1,900 k's, the longest historic stock route in the world. We don't know what we're in for yet, but we're gonna explore. Welcome back to another episode of Wegon Explore. We're travelling from spinifex grasslands, through rocky outcrops, sand dune hill climbs, open desert plains and rugged bushlands. It's got a bit of everything and it's a big and beautiful day out on the Canning Stock Route, and our statistics show it. Enjoy the episode.
Good morning and welcome to day 11 of the Canning Stock Route.
We had a really nice night here camping by the fire. Beautiful morning as well, really windy, but we just opened up the rooftop tent windows and it's just beautiful breeze just coming through. It wasn't cold, it was just perfect. And we've packed up now, we'll keep cruising. We'll try to get to about, 30 or just after 29 at least. And we'll set up camp around there. So apparently there's a fair bit of corrugations coming up between 27 and 28, which is what we're going to be hitting straight away now. So hopefully it's not too bad. I'll be leading again today, so I'll be able to pick up a bit of pace if it is very corrugated and straight, and hopefully no issues. We've got some really rocky terrain all of a sudden. Corrugations haven't been bad yet, but I believe this is Helen's Hill. So this is just approaching from well 27 to Helen's Hill. A really nice little rocky track. It's really cool coming through here. Beautiful. Oh, here's a bit of a washout. Oh, that's cool.
We are heading north up to well 28. The plan is to try and get to well 30 today. We saw a really nice looking camp spot in the little book that we're reading, and it's at Thring Hill. Something like Thring Hill. Oh, just outside of well 29, so it's not super far. We're gonna check it out, see how it looks. I have a feeling that we'll want to probably keep driving further, but I'm hoping that yeah, if it's a really nice spot that we would stop for it. But it looks really cool, so we'll check it out. So feeling good, feeling excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool when you're cruising along these tracks like this, and you can see all the way on the other side there's another sand dune that we'll be going over very soon. We're just approaching well 28 and there's no doubt that we're definitely in the Great Sandy Desert. So we have crossed over from the Little Sandy Desert to the Great Sandy Desert, and it's consistently now, well so far, it seems that there's just dune after dune. You go through the plain and then over the dune, plain, dune. It seems that every time you come over a dune, you can see the next dune. Corrugations weren't as bad as we expected. There were some, but not as bad as we might have thought. from the information that we had. But I must say, coming over this here, I don't know if you can see, but gee, all of a sudden it's really green. So that makes sense. I was about to say, it's hard to believe that they used to have excellent first grade water coming out of here. And now
there's a green patch over here.
Yeah, there you heard of the radio as well. They just said it's a very
Now I
green
can
patch.
understand why they found a well here.
That's why we found a well here, yeah. So yeah, look at this here. All of a sudden, super green. A moment ago, it was just sand and little dead looking bush. And now it's all green. Beautiful.
So we've just gotten to well 28, and because we are now in the Great Sandy Desert, everything is just sand. Like the ground is red sand. It's amazing. But that means that the precise location of the well isn't really known because the sand shifts. Every time there's any water, it just totally shifts the landscape a little bit.
We have a very windy day here today, so I hope you can hear me. But here we are at well 28. But there really is nothing to show of it except for this piece of steel structure here. Other than that, there's nothing here. It's just sand. I really can't see any other sign of it. But there's some good camping grounds around here. A lot of space here where you can camp. Fair bit of shade if you're not in too big of a convoy. Nice sandy floor. But other than that, yeah, there's nothing really in terms of the well here. Oh well. Didn't quite catch that. I think I'm still a little bit out of range. I have a question. If you could buy two things at Kunuarichi, only two things other than fuel, what would you want to buy there and hope to find there?
Ice cream and ice cream.
Two ice creams.
Water.
Water and oranges.
Brian, you still have one left.
Water and water.
Sounds like you're low on water.
Just drinking water, and he's worried he's going to run out because I said pack more. So he doesn't want to be in trouble for that. But I also want 3 potatoes.
What would you want, Darcy? Darcy wants a toothbrush and a tub of ice cream.
Wait, tell them that I have a toothbrush.
But she wants to clarify that she does have a toothbrush.
I just sat on
She
it.
wants a new one because she sat on her toothbrush and it snapped.
I actually would also like another toothbrush. Mine that I bought says soft on the package, and it's definitely not soft, and I just have to use it now.
Get Brian to use it for a little while until it goes soft.
No way.
There's some corrugation between here and well 29. There's actually a bit more vegetation the closer we're going to well 29 again. A lot more trees. Not major corrugations, but yeah, it's enough to want to make you go a little bit quicker. It is a bit bumpy though, definitely a bit bumpy. We're sitting a bit low on fuel here. It's just a lot of bush and really quite bumpy. But fairly easy going if you can deal with corrugations. and the bumps, then it's pretty easy driving. Just about 8k south of well 29, you start hitting some really rocky sections, some beautiful red flowers and the white flowers and yellow flowers. Yeah, it's quite a lot of flowers going on here. A lot of colours. It's really nice. This looks like a decent hill climb. Not too difficult really. Pretty easy climb. They look intimidating and they look quite high, but to be honest, they're pretty solid. They're pretty hard bottomed, and as long as your tyres are deflated, you'll just cruise over them, no worries.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here we are, well 29. There's also not much here. Bit of a pile of troughs, really. You can see the well would have been around here somewhere. Bit of a depression there, but that's about it.
Hello.
In terms of camping, there's not really much space around here to camp at well 29. You could if you're a small party, but other than that, it's not a very big space here. We're gonna continue on to Thring Rock, where we were planning to stay the night. It looked really nice, a nice setting, but we will see once we get there. Thring Rock. There it is.
We've just pulled up at Thring Rock and it is so cool. It's like this rocky formation that kind of curves in a bit of a half moon. It's only just past noon, so I'm not sure I'll be camping here because that's pretty early to arrive up at camp. So we'll see what everybody thinks. But yeah, it's a really cool spot. Would definitely recommend it if you're somewhere here by the time you want to camp. It's a really nice spot. How's it going?
Good. Little Bowser.
Little Bowser!
So just at Thringy Hill still, and just topping up with diesel. Probably going to put another 40 litres in. I don't need it, but we'll fill up in Kunurarichi again tomorrow once we get there. But there's probably another 140 kilometres guessing until we get there. So might as well just put it in now and top it all up when we get to Kunurarichi. We're probably going to aim for well 31. It seems like a decent camp spot between gum trees, so that would be really nice, and that will get us into Kunurarichi tomorrow morning a little bit earlier because they close from 11 till 2. You basically got to try and camp near it or plan to just roll in there pretty late. So we're going to aim for well 31. It's another 65 odd Ks from where we are now, which is a bit of a mission given it's 140 and we're not sure what the terrain is going to be. Well, that's our goal anyway. Hopefully we get there, even if it's a little bit late. And here's another little dune as we hop over it. Oh, bumps, bumps, bumps.
Been on that first line.
Bit of elevation too. Just look how rocky it is. Just left, right, far out. This is definitely not a steep dune coming from the north, but sure is cut up. Like, I don't know how it happens because you really don't need any speed going up this. It does become a bit rocky, but it's fine. It's not a problem. Just rocky. That's all. Don't mind it. Don't mind it.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you don't get bogged. Like, you just cruise over it in first gear anyway, so it's just the beers in the back get thrown around a little bit. People take run-ups, and I don't know how that's possible or why you even need them, because we've just cruised first gear over everything. And also, if you go any faster, you're gonna shake your car to bits. It'll be a full milkshake vibes. All of a sudden, it looks like there's a whole little forest of desert oaks coming our way. I wouldn't call it a forest, but I mean, all of a sudden there's heaps of them everywhere. But yeah, they're not desert oaks. Oh, it's the
Holly Grevillea.
Holly Grevillea little forest. There's so many of these Holly Grevilleas here all of a sudden. You just come over a dune and then boom, a whole little area full of Holly Grevilleas. Nearing well 30, there's just a whole heap of massive corkwood trees.
We think.
Well, we believe they're corkwoods. Tell us if they're not, but they're big trees regardless, and their bark looks like cork. Probably about 3 k's out from well 30. Scenery again changes very much. You can see this is a very low-lying area here at well 30. There's nothing else growing except for this little low-lying shrub. But here we are, well 30. Just another bit of a depression here. Yeah, it's not a whole lot around, but at least you can see there used to be a well here. Not too bad. It's a really cool area though. We really love driving into here. These corkwood trees, correct me if I'm wrong again, but they're really big. And just this open plain, just here where the well is sitting, it's just, there's nothing growing in this little vicinity. Ooh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. There's a hawk, or is that a hawk or an eagle, or a hawk? Eagle. Where? Just on that tree, a hawk, I think. Nice hawk just sitting there. I don't know if you can see it in the video. It's looking at us. There it is, a bit closer, but still pretty bad quality. Yeah, but just sitting there, beautiful. We're gonna cruise on from well 30. Apparently there's a nice spot at well 31 where we can camp up between the gum trees. It's now 10 past 3, so we might roll in there only around 4:30, but hopefully a bit earlier if the road allows us to. Let's go. Still a lot of rocky sections through here, so it's a bit slow going. We're hoping to get to camp a bit earlier, but at this speed it's going to take us a little while. So there's 2 wells in this area. Well 31 is Canning's well, and then southeast, about 3.5 k's, I believe, Snell's well. Contract that he got to refurbish Canning's wells. He decided a better location would be where he wanted his well, about 3.5 kilometers from there. At the moment it seems neither exists anymore. I do know Snell also built a bit of a ladder so that the Aboriginals could access down into the well to get water as well, which is, I mean, quite a bonus I guess for them at the time, because there was no well before to get water, and Snell allowed them to access fresh water very easily. Sure would have been a great help, so that was good of Snell. Thanks, Snell. As you can see here on the map, that's where the well is, and down here, that's where Snell made his well. Yeah, like that. Yeah. You can see the gum trees coming out here. Beautiful white gum trees. So, what gum? Yeah, gum trees. What should we?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, gum trees.
Where's this truck ahead of you?
So a quick recap for today, 133, almost 134 Ks, reckons 15.6, which I would say is probably closer to about 19, and we are technically 49% along the track.